Hi, I'm Kevin,
And I'm Amanda.
and we are serving up
All that jam.
All That Jam, Quick Hit. Vinnie Amico on Nate Wilson's first year.
we are joined by Vinnie Amico, drummer extraordinaire from Mo today. How you doing, Vinnie?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. You guys are coming up on 1 year since Nate Wilson officially joined the band, and I guess 2 years since he became a regular guest.
Yep.
Rave reviews across the board. How is that going for you guys?
It's awesome. He's a phenomenal musician and an awesome guy. So he fits right in with us. I mean, he's a great musician. I can't explain it any other way. Just makes us all better because we have to kind of go up to his level, Probably make him worse because he has to come down to ours, but
Right.
we meet somewhere in the middle.
Right. Now he was
So,
in Percy Hill and
yep.
Assembly of Dust, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
then he had his own, the Nate Wilson group that turned into Ghost of Jupiter, which I think he does some stuff with still once in a while, but he's full timer with us. So
You guys have filled up his dance card.
exactly.
So what kind of what would you say the element style? What does he bring to music? He's like breathing life into some older songs and
Well, he adds, the keyboard dimension that which we never had, even though we have Jim playing, playing marimba and xylophone and whatnot. It's or not xylophone, sorry, vibraphone. He plays marimba and vibraphone. It's still different, and like he can get, especially with the organ, he can get like these bigger chordal things happening, and he fills some space. And his knowledge of both melody and harmony help, even because we get into a lot of long improving stuff, and if he's not soloing and he's padding and he's comping in those solos, he has such a nice more than nice, I mean, his knowledge is amazing, so he can put things into those jams that make them even more interesting.
right. I tell you what really attracted me to you guys in the beginning was that you didn't have the keyboard.
Right.
I After Government Mule added the keyboard, I kind of fell off with them. I like
Sure.
the rock and roll kind of thing.
Yeah.
So adding the keyboard, how did that affect your set list choices in the beginning and over the year?
Uh, it's funny because that is a very true thing that like the the jam band sound, the cliche jam band sound is, four guys, one keyboard,
Right.
so it's guitar, bass, drums, and keyboard. Um, in this particular case, Nate comes from he has a degree in like jazz performance or whatever from New England Conservatory. So he's got all the jazz stuff, but he's a rock and roller. And he's like he's really into like stoner rock, and he's into progressive stuff and, older things like that. So for him, like, he knows what to play. Adding him doesn't add like the cliche sound to us because he's such a rocker and he's so knows what to play and what kind, the music and the style and where he should be. And he's not trying to sound like Page, or anything like that. He's just trying to put the best parts into the songs.
Didn't he do Rocky Mountain Way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended up playing
Which
that
is a
at,
rock. I mean, James
yeah.
Gang.
He's a humongous James Gang fan. He just freaking loves Joe Walsh, like solo James Gang.
What's not to love?
I know. So like we do in the side band that we do, Rob and I and Nate, Blue Star Radiation, we're doing a couple of other Joe Walsh songs. So, we're big fans. So
It's in the
especially
blood.
Nate. I mean, Nate is like, he knows all the B-sides and all the the stuff you don't know, all the underground stuff. So
Right.
so,
I hear you. So the keyboards on the other side, how does it change the band's approach to improvisation?
I think that it adds a soloist for one. So now, like, it doesn't have to always be guitar, vibes, or guitar, or guitar something guitar. Now it can be keyboard guitar, or guitar keyboard, or or guitar, and the keyboard doesn't have to play, or vibes keyboard, be totally different, where there's no guitar solo at all in some of the improv. So it just adds a dimension and an element. And again, taking away from the cliche jam band thing, like when Jim and Nate do solos in a song or do an improv piece that's, guitars are just playing the rhythm and doing the comping. It's like nobody hears that. It doesn't exist in this world. So it's really cool and adds that to it.
Right. How did it happen? Did you guys decide what song had an organ, or do songs just naturally suggest themselves for, I want an organ, I want a keyboard?
I think Nate found a spot in each song, and then if someone's like, I don't like that piano sound, can you play organ? Then he'd change it. Or, he got a Moog and we all busted his chops about it, but he does a lot of Moog solos because he's really good at it and it sounds good in some of the songs. So, he finds a spot, and it's like, in rehearsals, if he's putting something in and someone doesn't like it, or he asks, hey, is this cool for this part? And then it's like, well, I'm hearing this, or I'm hearing that, or yes, that's perfect, So it gets discussed and worked on if needed.
It lands where it lands.
It lands where it lands. Exactly.
Oh, past couple months, there's a new Al tune, New Tomorrow, and you did one of Rob's tunes from Ups and Downs.
Yep.
Is there more new material on tap?
We did another new song that Nate and Rob kind of wrote. I think Nate came up with the original stuff for it. Rob wrote the lyrics, and then of course we changed the arrangement and stuff to get it going. That's called Bat Country, I believe. So I think Rob has two songs. Of course, we haven't been out on the road, and they're new, so I can't. There's Ups and Downs, and then there's Don't You Know, and then we're playing a couple of Nate's songs that we were doing with Blue Star, and then Al has the song as well. So, and we have stuff in the can that we just have to suss out and work out. So.
If you are enjoying All That Jam, please like and subscribe to our social media channels at All That Jam Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our website, allthatjampod.com. Make sure to sign up for our email list and tune in every week for new episodes.
Also, look for full interviews on our YouTube channel. And remember, stay beautiful, but don't stay underground too long.